Friends, do you want to travel from Leh to Nubra Valley by bus and need to know more details like timings and fares of these bus services? Well, when you travel from Leh to Nubra Valley by bus, not only it will save you cost but also you get to experience the traveling in Ladakh in a local way. The method of using public transport is very common among many couples or solo tourists in Ladakh. In the last video, I explained about how to travel to Leh from Manali or Leh from Delhi using public transport buses. If you have not checked that video out yet, I will recommend that you check that video as well in case your Ladakh itinerary goes through Delhi and Manali. Today in this Express FAQ series on traveling to Ladakh, I'll talk about traveling from Leh to Nubra Valley using public transport, including the details of the bus timings as well as the fares. So let's get started. Jule friends, if you are new to my channel, my name is Dheeraj and I help people in planning memorable trips to the Himalayas. Well, there are 8 to 9 buses that are available in a week to travel from Leh to Nubra Valley to different sightseeing places like Diskit, Hundar, Turtuk, Sumur and Panamik. Let's look at the details of these buses so that you can plan your trip to Nubra Valley by bus accordingly. First of all, I'll begin with Diskit and Hundar, the most visited sightseeing tourist places in Nubra Valley. There are 3 buses that run from Leh to Diskit in Nubra Valley every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday of the week. Hence, you can plan your trip from Leh to Nubra Valley by bus on these days of the week. The Leh to Nubra Valley bus leaves at 6 am on these days of the week from Leh bus stand. The bus from Diskit in Nubra Valley to Leh leaves on Wednesday, Friday and Saturday of every week. It is the same bus that comes from Leh to Diskit on the previous day and hence it leaves on the next day. The timings of this bus from Diskit to Leh is 7 am on these days of the week from Diskit bus stand. Now, after reaching Diskit, you can travel to Hundar from Diskit easily by many local shared jeeps or hitchhiking. Hundar is just about 8 km from Diskit village and is famous for its sand dunes and double-humped camel safaris. Otherwise, there is a bus that starts from Leh to Skuru village at 6 am every Tuesday and Thursday. Skuru village is a bit ahead of Thois, which is the army strip in Nubra Valley, and Hundar will fall on the way as you cross Diskit, Hundar, Thois, Skuru on this bus. So you can get down at Hundar when traveling by this bus. Now let us talk about what if you want to travel to Turtuk by bus from Leh. Well, there is also a bus to Turtuk in Nubra Valley every Saturday and leaves at 6 am from Leh bus stand. This bus also returns from Turtuk village back to Leh on the next day, which is Sunday. Tyakshi village, which is just ahead of Turtuk village, is the last Indian village before LOC, which you can visit on the side of Nubra Valley using shared jeeps or hitchhiking. Similarly, if you want to travel to Sumur and Panamik, then there is also a bus that runs between Leh and Panamik, which leaves every Tuesday of the week from Leh bus stand. You can also get down at Sumur if you are interested in visiting Sumur, else you can go all the way to Panamik. This bus running between Leh and Panamik also goes all the way to Khimi and Taksha villages ahead of Panamik towards Varshi village. As a domestic tourist, you are allowed to travel to Varshi village on the side of Panamik, and lately even the Siachen base camp visit has also been allowed as well. And finally, there is one bus that starts from Leh to Charsa village ahead of Sumur every Saturday. This bus leaves Leh bus stand at 6 am in the morning. So now that you know how to reach different sightseeing places in Nubra Valley from Leh bus stand, what should you do when you travel within Nubra Valley by public transport? Well, within Nubra Valley, Diskit village is well connected to Turtuk and Panamik, the 2 different ends of Nubra Valley a tourist can visit. There is a direct daily bus that runs from Diskit to Turtuk at 2:30 pm and then the same bus returns to Diskit from Turtuk at 6 am in the morning next day. The daily bus from Panamik to Diskit runs every day at 7:30 am. So friends, by now you notice that Nubra Valley is fairly connected to Leh by public transport, hence you should not have any issues or trouble while planning such a budget trip to Nubra Valley from Leh. One important tip that I must tell you is that it is always better to buy the tickets of these buses in the prior evening itself from the different bus stands. Prior booking helps you ensure that you are boarded next morning on these buses. Now let us look at the cost or fares of these buses that run between Leh and Nubra Valley and within it. Firstly, the one-way bus fare for Leh to Diskit bus is about Rs 118 while the return ticket costs about Rs 197. Similarly, the one-way bus fare for Leh to Skuru bus is Rs 148 while the return ticket costs about Rs 256. Now thirdly, the one-way bus fare for Leh to Turtuk bus is about Rs 214 while the return ticket costs about 316. The one-way bus fare for Leh to Charsa village is about rupees 164 while the return tickets cost rupees 280. Similarly, the one-way bus fare for Leh to Panamik bus is about rupees 170 while the return tickets cost about 287. And finally, the one-way bus fare for Panamik Diskit bus is about rupees 75 while the one-way bus fare for Turtuk Diskit bus is about rupees 80. Now friends, in addition to this cost of public transport, you can easily get a homestay in Diskit or Hundar for about rupees 400 to 500 per person, and 2 meals will cost you about rupees 150 to 200. Similar price range is valid for Turtuk, Panamik and Sumur villages too. Hence, a 2-day budget trip from Leh to Nubra Valley by public transport will cost you only about rupees 800 to 900 in total with transport, food and stay. A 3-day trip to Nubra Valley from Leh may cost you about rupees 1200 to 1300 by using public transport. Now let me answer some of the frequently asked questions on my travel blog about traveling to Nubra Valley from Leh using public transport. First one is there any other way to travel to Nubra Valley from Leh if you miss the bus? As you know by now that there are many buses that run between Leh and Nubra Valley, and there is a good connectivity within Nubra Valley as well. Even after so many options of traveling by public transport to Nubra Valley from Leh, if you miss these buses, then you have the option to travel to Nubra Valley from Leh using shared tourist taxis. You will have to find either a group looking to share cost or go to travel agent and book a seat on their shared tourist taxis. There are lots of flyers that people put in cafes, dine-ins, restaurants, travel agent desks or whiteboards outside their shops wanting to share their taxis for different trips within Ladakh, so it will be easier to find. Question number 2. How much time will the bus take to reach Nubra Valley from Leh? Well, Diskit in Nubra Valley is about 120 kilometers from Leh, and this bus journey will take about 6 to 7 hours to reach there from Leh. Question number 3. Can I pre-book the bus from Leh to Nubra Valley? Unfortunately, there is no pre-booking option available for this bus. These are ordinary buses run by the state JKSRTC department. You may book the ticket one evening in advance from the ticket counter at Leh bus stand or Diskit bus stand. Similarly, question number 4. Is it possible to book Nubra Valley Leh bus service online? Well, again, no, there is no online booking facility available to purchase tickets for Leh Nubra Valley bus. Like I already said, you may book the tickets of these buses one evening in advance from the ticket counter at Leh bus stand or Nubra Valley bus stands. Question number 5. Is the journey on a Nubra Valley to Leh bus comfortable enough? Well, these are ordinary buses run by JKSRTC department with no deluxe comfort. Hence, do not expect much and try to travel like a local. Some local travel agents do run tempo travelers, but then you are looking for a shared tourist taxis or tempo travelers which cost higher than these standard buses. If you want, you will find such options in plenty in Leh main market or Changspa Road as I mentioned in question number 1. And finally, question number 6. Do these buses stop for any kind of sightseeing on the way to Nubra Valley from Leh? Well, these buses do not stop for any sightseeing on the route to Nubra Valley. Hence, you will not be able to click photos wherever you like as the bus will not stop at your own wish. However, one tip I can tell you is that you can try to grab a right-hand window seat on a Leh to Nubra Valley bus to capture some basic photos from a moving bus or enjoy the journey. The views will keep on changing from left to right, but overall the right-handed side will offer you the most scenic views on the journey. Please note that the bus may stop at the falsely claimed highest motorable road in the world, that is Khardungla. Do not forget to take pictures or supper or tea at the cafeteria of world's 12th highest motorable road. So friends, this was all about how to travel to Nubra Valley from Leh using public transport buses. You can always refer to the Leh Ladakh complete bus timetable or schedule on my travel blog to check the timings of the buses leaving from Leh. I have shared the link in the description of this video as well. In my next video, I'll talk about how to travel from Leh to Pangong Tso Lake by bus or using public transport. So stay tuned my friends, and I'll see you in my next video. Now in the end, if you found this video helpful, please do not forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And in case if you need any help or have any questions on your upcoming trip to the Himalayas, please feel free to leave a comment down below and I'll be more than happy to help you out right away. Till then my friends, Jule, and please keep our Himalayas clean.